And hello everybody, today I will be making a tier list on the Bloodborne bosses, and moreover this is going to be a rant, because I'm not the type of person to go, oh, I first hated this game, but now I actually like it, haha. Yeah, I'm not gonna bullshit you, and I'm not gonna lie to you, and I'm not gonna pretend like I enjoyed the game. The bosses themselves. Firstly, I want to make something very clear. I personally think that these bosses suck, but I also think that they objectively are not good bosses. And I'm gonna go into depth later, but trust me, I do not believe for 1 second that anyone can say, oh, this is a great boss. Unless you're gaslighting yourself or literally just lying. I want to start off by warning. If the boss is guilty of these sins, it's automatically put in the category of beast boss syndrome. What do I mean by that? First, can I parry it? No. 2. Can it one-shot me? Yes. Does it scream? Yes. Is it a giant animal or beast? As the name suggests, yes. And does it have a run back? If all of these questions are answered in the same way, the boss gets automatically filtered and there's no chance it can be redeemed. That's just it. I want to start off chronologically with the first boss in the game, which is Cleric Beast. I honestly thought that this was actually a good first boss. It's really not that bad. It's technically a beast fight, but it's not the syndrome I just mentioned. Because he doesn't have huge one-shot attacks, he doesn't deal that insane damage because it's the first boss. There's a 30-second run back, which is not that bad, it's a bit annoying, but yeah, it's a great intro boss. It has readable attacks, it spams the same few attacks, but you can't really parry it unfortunately, so you just can't stagger it. And I beat this boss first attempt at like level 15. So, Cleric Beast, for me, actually, it can go into B tier. I think high B tier is valid because it teaches you how the game is gonna go, and you cannot ask much more from him, so that's it. Next is one of the only fights that I enjoyed, and it's Father Gascoigne. This is the first mandatory fight of the game, and it's very good. It's a very good hunter fight. Yes, I am saying this. And I really actually enjoyed it. He's fast, he's cool, he has a face transition when he turns into a werewolf. He is pretty fast, so you have to react pretty well. He does good damage, but you also do very good damage to him. And if you parry, which is how he is intended to fight, and you visceral him, he takes like 4 hits, even if you have an unoptimized build. And again, he has basically no run back, it's about 30 seconds, and yeah. Overall, a very good intro boss. He's not that spectacular, but I would say he's fun and I did actually enjoy him. If he was scaled higher, I actually would leave him in A tier, but thinking about it, I will place him at B tier, because he dies way too fast. You have to fight him at like almost without leveling up to actually feel a real challenge. But as I said, I actually really like him. Next is the first boss that I actually hated, and it's Touchstarved Beast, which is a boss that some people actually like. When I first encountered this boss, I was actually petrified. I cannot repeat the words that I said, but yeah, they were not good. I basically think that whoever made this boss should not be allowed to work on other FromSoft titles, or on any video game ever again, I swear. I swear! It has an awful moveset that you can figure out in about 2 attempts, because it spams the same attacks. It has really awful hitboxes, you can't parry him, he poisons you, which deals your entire health bar in no time. He's real spastic, he really sucks, he has a huge health pool, and I think I needed like 5 attempts to beat him, which is not a lot, but he felt awful. Level 27 is not low for that area, and I still felt like I hit him with a wet condom. And the rewards he gives are random chalice. I mean, come on. That's literally useless. He's the first one that's guilty of bearing the Beast Syndrome title. Again, first absolutely awful boss. Without any hesitation, I can place him at D tier, low D tier, like one of the lowest D tier basically. Next up is Vicar Amelia, which is not that bad, but she is still guilty of the Beast Syndrome because yes, she can one-shot you, yes, she has huge wind-up attacks, she does scream at you, you can't really parry her, so you just have to stagger her if you want openings. But she does look pretty cool, she is not that hard, you can figure her out in 2 attempts, but she does have an annoying run back of over 1 minute, if I remember correctly, so she's just kind of a mid-boss. She's simple, she does huge damage, she can waste your time and she's not particularly challenging. But with that being said, she's not an awful boss and I can't complain that much. So I'm gonna put her between Cleric Beast and Father Gascoigne. Next, oh boy, the first real Bloodborne boss. This is what I mean when I say Bloodborne boss. The Witch of Hemwick. Wow. The only thing I have to say for this to be classified as F tier, it's a gimmick fight. Yeet. This fight, all that happens is you run around the arena, you get ganked by these shadow people, it just wastes your time, she teleports around the arena, she clones later, you get ambushed, the hitboxes are awful, and it's not even really a boss, it's just a waste of time, it's filler content, it's just add another area. It's disgusting and it's a mandatory boss. Absolute F tier. The first F tier and the second of the worst bosses in the game. Because it's not even a real boss. Next we have the Shadows of Yharnam, which it's a gank fight, which automatically makes me want to put it right here. It's hard to classify this. I needed 1 attempt to beat them, but I wasted 15 flasks. Like, wow. It's a super annoying gank fight, huge waste of time, it's a gank chase, you get ambushed, there's absolutely horrible camera issues, they deal crazy damage and they constantly chase you, you have absolutely no time to recover or anything because they have crazy gap close, they can one-shot you. When you kill them or you progress the fight enough, they turn into snakes and they one-shot you, so you're basically fighting Rykard. They are parryable, but you still get punished even when you parry and visceral them, so this is not okay. Over 1 minute to run back to them too. Next is Darkbeast Paarl. I didn't hate him that much, but he is, as I said, a Beast Syndrome boss. Why? Well, it is huge. He has very annoying attacks, he deals insane damage and can easily one-shot you, even though you can avoid them easily. They're just one-shot attacks, it's not fun to play. The camera is awful, he is unparryable, so you have to stagger him and just run back and forth because he does shock damage and he has a bunch of AoEs. He's a nasty beast fight, he's not that fun, he's also not that bad. So honestly, he's just a bit mid. And I don't hate him, but he's mid. So I'm gonna put him right over at high C tier. Oh boy, Rom the Vacuous Spider. I mean, are we even serious? Can somebody please tell me what this game is about? What's the point of having this? If you don't know, Rom the Vacuous Spider, by the way, vacuous literally means stupid, so yeah, good job FromSoft. It's a gimmick fight, and not only is it a gimmick fight, but it's an ambush gank fight, so there's an F tier for you. The camera is annoying to deal with, there's projectiles, and it's just an attrition fight, and it's awful, honest. She has 3 attacks that she just repeats the whole fight, and they can easily one-shot you. And the small spiders, they also can easily stun-lock you and kill you immediately. Awful hitboxes, unparryable, gank gimmick fight, it's atrocious. Easy F tier. Next up, we have another Howler, the one Reborn. Oh my. You find this guy in Yahargul Chapel, and basically, if you don't know, again, this is a gimmick fight. How is it a gimmick, you may ask? Well, this guy not only is technically a beast fight, a beast syndrome fight, he is also a gimmick fight, so it's real fun. Why? Basically, you're fighting the Bed of Chaos or the Curse-Rotted Greatwood. And what's the point? I mean, what's the point? You absolutely have to run around the arena and kill the bell-ringing women or whatever they are, the bell whores. That's it. I mean, you have to waste at least 3 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes running around the arena killing these stupid women. Then finally you get to fight the boss. But the boss sucks. It's awful. He barely moves. He has these leg attacks, these slam attacks, horrible camera issues. You can't parry him. You can't actually do anything. So all you do is hug him and attack and run away. Hug him, attack, then run away. Honestly, horrible. Actually horrible. And this is another F tier boss that's better than those two, but it's absolutely cemented at F tier. Oh boy, we have Martyr Logarithm, which is one of the most hyped fights ever in this game. People glaze this so much, and I had real high expectations when I first fought him. But the problem is that I was not impressed at all. Actually fucking terrible, I'm not even joking. Yeah, okay. Yeah, keep doing that. I have no problem with that. Nice. Nice camera. He's gonna... Did you fucking see that? Okay, face transition. I'm gonna run. I'm gonna go here. Nah, yeah, okay. That's fucking peak, actually. Go. Nice. Nice. Why didn't he do it? No. That's bad. Okay, that's bad. He's doing that. I need to go run away. I need to break his sword, I think. Nice. Okay, just a bit more. Heavy here. Nice. Go back. Parry again. I fucking pressed it. And goodbye. Also run back that takes a bunch of time even though there's no enemies. Phase 1. He starts off with these spells. He has one stupid light attack and that's it. He constantly shoots the Reinhardt skills at you that one-shot you. Then, when you finally get to phase 2, there's this bullshit AoE that you have to roll, I think, because you cannot hide from it. He has 3 or 4 annoyingly fast attacks, 2 big attacks, a flying attack, and the fucking Eldritch Arrow spam, but with actual swords. He has more complex attacks than the rest of the bosses, but that's still not a condition that he fulfills for him to go any higher than C tier. He is better than Paarl, but he is honestly not impressive. Next up is Celestial Emissary. I mean, come on, you gotta be joking. What is the point of this? Seriously, this is a filler fight. This is basically the Deacons fight from DS3, but DS3 can actually kill you. Well, these guys are, I don't know, just annoying. It's literally, it feels like a joke. They're honestly the same as the Witch of Hemwick, but I'll put them one above because you actually fight them. The Witch of Hemwick spawns bullshit. Arguably the worst boss in the game, which is Micotrash, the host of nightmares. You find this guy at Mergo's loft in the middle. It's a gimmick fight, but it's even worse. It's unexplainable. It's a crazy waste of time. You run around this stupid library maze, while this guy can one-shot you whenever he decides to. If you are 1 inch too close, you get one shot and it's over. He uses this call from beyond attack, and you can't do anything about it. If you keep your distance, you can see that he prepares the attack and you can strafe it. Yes, you can strafe it, but it's that awful and it deals so much damage, it's just unplayable. All I can say to this boss is, fuck you, F tier. Bottom of the barrel F tier boss. In the same general location, we have Mergo's wet nurse. Mergo is actually the baby, so this big thing is the wet nurse itself. By the way, this is a difference between a wet nurse and a dry nurse. I mean, yeah. I'm honestly very disappointed. Because I love the design of this boss. It looks so cool. It looks so cool. But the boss is honestly mid. It really is a mid boss. It feels like filler content again. It deals absolutely huge damage. She is slow, she has annoying swingy attacks. All you have to do to beat it or her is to circle around and stay on its back and avoid the clone move. And I hate that you can hear Mergo crying the whole time. It's honestly unbearable. Again, the design is cool, it's creepy, the boss itself is cool, the swords are cool, but this boss just walks menacingly at you and it just swings its arms around. That's it. It slams, it has huge slam attacks and swings its swords around. That's it. That's not a good fight in my book. I can put it like here. As I said, I will be doing chronological order, so before we beat the game, we're gonna go into the DLC because it's fairly short and these bosses are much better than the rest. Firstly, we have Ludwig the Holy Blade. This is a fan favorite boss, and I can see why you would like it. When I was fighting him, I was really pissed off. I was getting very annoyed, and when I beat him, I actually felt pretty good about it. What the fuck? I was at like level 78. I was using the Burial Blade at Dexterity and Strength build. I had like 35 vitality and you can easily get one shot by him. And yes, it is DLC, it is endgame scaling, so okay. He looks really creepy, the design is cool, he makes these really creepy sounds and screams, so he's good on that account. Phase 1 deals crazy damage, it's a beast fight, but he's really fast, he can dash across the whole arena, he can one-shot you if you're not careful. Yes, the attacks are telegraphed, but they are also very fast. He can input read you, and it's really annoying too. And the delay of the controls can cost the entire fight. When he transitions to phase 2, it honestly becomes a lot easier. He has this huge glowing sword and it's actually real cool, I'm not gonna lie. He has an obnoxious AoE attack, but it is easy to deal with. Okay, what the fuck? You can stick to his crotch and just attack, which trivializes the fight, and it is definitely the better phase. He's very overrated, but he's not bad, and after you beat him, you actually feel like you like him. At least that's how I felt. The fight gets better when Ludwig becomes less of a Bloodborne boss. That's all I have to say. But I can put him at A tier because he's actually hard and he's cool. So yeah, first A tier boss. The Living Failures, oh boy, wait, I actually recognize him. Yeah, that's all I can say. I honestly don't know where to put them. They're Celestial Emissaries, but they have an extra attack. They have the fucking meteor spam from Astral, so yeah, that's it. They're literally these guys, but they're grown up. You can visceral attack and parry them, so you get free iframes. It just wastes your time and it's literally there to annoy you and to stain your experience before you fight the best boss of the whole game. Their entire purpose is to delay and annoy you. Because it's technically a gimmick fight, it's a gank ambush and a spam fight, so they just suck. Finally, we have actual peak, and without a doubt in my mind, this is an S tier boss and I love Lady Maria and it's by far one of my favorite bosses ever made. The attempt to actually beat her was a really shit one. I'm ashamed to say that I beat her and that is my attempt.
Stupid.
She's a hard boss, but she's extremely fun.
This game is actually bad, I swear. Can you stop, you bitch? Come at me. Bitch!
どうなんでしょうか。
Bye, baby.
As I said, this is the best fight in the game by far. It's a cool humanoid boss. She is very fast, she is also very parryable, she is also very fun. Phase 1 is very fast, she is parryable. She deals crazy damage with her gun, by the way, which is annoying. The strategy to beat her is you circle around and you dodge to the side and you poke her. And when she comes in, you can easily parry her. Phase 2, it has a really cool transition and she gains a few one-shot attacks and they do catch you off guard very frequently. I think this boss is almost impossible to do first try. Like if it's your first playthrough, I don't believe you beat this boss. Because these attacks have a very specific timing that's very hard to get and they are one-shot attacks. But again, it's very cool and you get even better parry windows so you can really punish. Awesome boss, it's the first and final boss that I actually loved. The DLC would be much better if she was actually the final boss. And this is the only boss that makes Bloodborne play exactly as what Bloodborne should be. As I said, easy S tier. And we have Mr. Orphan of Kos himself, the most notorious boss of this game. I have nothing good to say for this boss.
Change your mindset. I can't do it. It's too difficult. It's all my fault. When will I be happy? I hate myself.
When I was fighting him, I actually lost my shit. I was on the verge of going insane. I don't remember how many attempts it took, but it was easily over 20. And I think I cheesed him in the end. This is not a good boss. I admit I didn't beat him, but I don't need to beat a boss to tell you that it fucking sucks.
Out of me, bro, you are nigga. I'm new, bro.
I cannot repeat a single word that came out of my mouth back then, but yeah. Fuck Orphan of Kos, fuck this. It's easily the hardest fight in the game. It's much harder than it is much harder than Lady Maria. It's much harder, but it's also fucking awful. Hyper aggressive. He has a super erratic and strange tempo, super ambiguous timing, real nasty chain pressure, and he punishes you for panicking so hard. It's insane.
What?
Also, his damage, insane. The animations are almost like feints, and if you don't react, you're gonna die, and if you do react, you're just wasting your time, because sometimes he doesn't do anything and just walks at you menacingly. It's basically a reaction overload boss. Why is this boss hard? Well, because it's fucking hard, okay? He's hard because he sucks, and he sucks because he's hard. He might be one of my least favorite bosses ever in a Souls game. Orphan's difficulty comes from overwhelming the player with a variable timing chain, and it doesn't actually require mastery of a stable moveset. Constantly different bullshit that gets you. You have to fight him infinitely many times to just get a good combination of moves, get good RNG, and finally beat him. Honestly would put him at F tier, but people are gonna kill me if I do that, so I'm gonna put him right at the middle of C tier. That's how much he sucks. We are finally on to the end game, where we have Gehrman as phase 1 technically and Moon Presence as phase 2. You would think that I would enjoy this fight, but no, I didn't. Honestly, my fault, because I went to finish the game immediately after I was done fighting Orphan. So I was losing my mind and this was not helping. I actually should have stopped right there and fought him the next day or something. So don't make the same mistake that I did. Don't rush these bosses because it's awful. Gehrman is honestly felt like a bad hunter fight. Yes, it is a hunter fight, but it is bad. Why? Because he's super fast. You have to predict what the attack is or you get caught and you die. He literally has a fucking RPG. What is there more to say? He has a blood tinge build because he spams you from range constantly. He also has insane gap close and insane distancing as well. Permanently micro staggers you, which makes the game unplayable. And it's unsufferable too. Parries are super inconsistent because sometimes he lunges at you but he doesn't actually attack you. He just goes forward and you cannot parry him then. So it's a waste of a bullet and you get scared for no reason and you have to react or die. And yes, if I was perfectly calm and I didn't find this fucker before, I would enjoy him more, but I didn't do that and I'm not planning to go back and fight him. I did not enjoy him. Honestly, I'm putting him at the mid section right over here because I don't have any respect for him. Then we have the Moon Presence, the actual real final boss, but honestly, is there anyone who thinks, oh damn, this felt like a final boss fight? I don't think that's accurate. It's another huge beast fight, but it's made intentionally forgiving, so it basically is filler content because Gehrman doesn't feel like a good enough final fight, so they just had this fucker show up. He literally is a diversity hire on. He has a free health rally mechanic, he has a whole minute of damage windows, he's squishy, and he does feel like reused content. Honestly, I think it reuses some moves from Darkbeast Paarl or something similar from these guys. So it's just not a good final boss. It's really not. He's not difficult. Bottom line, filler content. And I can put him with a clear heart about here. I have not fought Queen Yharnam. I have not really fought Ebrietes, but I know her moveset. And it's another kind of mid-boss. I have not fought this guy, and Lawrence is another GTR boss. He's just super annoying. Like, wow, that's annoying. Amygdala is another mid-boss. Ptumerian Descendant is really annoying, so I'm gonna put him right over here. I don't know, this guy is kind of mid. Like, he's just not worth mentioning. Beast Possessed Soul is... I guess I could put him about here because I have fought him a few times and it's really a trivial fight. All we have to do is circle around and hit him and that's it. But yeah, on the final levels of the Chalice dungeons is really hard because the HP he has is insane and you have to fight him for like 10 minutes straight. And this completes the tier list. I would like to say that this game has a parry promise, because it's built on parry mechanics, the visceral attack. That is what Bloodborne was technically about. But it just doesn't feel that way. It's not designed appropriately. The game teaches you to parry and then stops caring about it. And it advertises itself as the parry Souls game, which technically is Sekiro, but yeah. And then half the bosses are giant screaming animals that don't engage with that mechanic at all. Overall, as you can see, we do not have an equal distribution. I honestly tried to rate these bosses as high as I could. Yeah, if I made absolutely no compromise, these would be even lower. Overall, I'm absolutely disgusted by the Bloodborne bosses, and I'm honestly surprised nobody mentions how bad they are. Everyone says how much they love the game and they just never mention these things. Like, you cannot have a good Souls game with bad bosses. And in the case of this game, you have a bunch of gimmick bosses, a bunch of gank gimmick bosses, and a bunch of honestly reused moveset one-shot attrition bosses. But yeah, anyway, please tell me that I'm not insane. If you think I'm insane, tell me in the comments, but you absolutely must include arguments why this isn't right or why I'm wrong. If you don't have any valid argument, then don't shout at me, please. If you agree with me, please tell me, yes, you're right, I agree with you. Or you're not completely right, but I get where you're coming from. Please give me some feedback, guys. It feels like I'm alone here. Like, nobody else feels like this. Nobody feels the same about this game. At least nobody voices their opinion. So maybe I'll be the first brave one to do it and I'll get burned on the stake, but it is what it is. Peak cinema. That's it from me. This was the Bloodborne rant and tier list. Peace out. See you in another video.